Good evening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we have a really exciting try-on, okay? You guys know I'm not a foundation kind of guy, but I know this one's been highly requested. I can't see the comment section on my website, but I can, if you know what I mean. So anyways, I picked up the new Power Plush Foundation by Kylie Cosmetics, and we're going to give it a try-on, and we're going to try it on with Kylie Concealer, okay? We're going to do full face, full complexion Kylie products today, except for the blush and powder, because, you know, we'll do that another time, okay? So anyways, let's open it up and have a look. So I picked the color 4.5C. I noticed with the concealers, the colors were quite light. So if you're normally like a 3.5 or if you're normally like a 2, go up 1. Okay, so if you're 2.5, go to 3.5. You get the point, okay? Because they are a little bit lighter than normal, but it's cool. She's got the full range, okay? So we're gonna pop some of this out on our hand, okay? Right off the bat, looks a pretty good color, okay? I'm gonna apply it on one side with a sponge and one side with my fingers, okay? Why? Because a lot of people are doing foundation with their fingers nowadays. Personally, me, I don't like the idea because the oils on your fingers will make the makeup not last as long. But if you have dry skin and you want a really dewy finish, this is a good idea for you. Sorry, I'm just sweating a little bit. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that sweat off before I put my makeup on, okay? Here we go. So I'm gonna take this side with the sponge, okay? Okay. So this is supposed to be a long wear foundation. So ideally long wear foundations usually have a matte finish or a satin finish. And the nice thing about long wear foundations is they don't usually require too much touching up during the day. They're great for people with oily skin. Oh wow, that's like perfect. They're great for people with oily skin, and they're good for people with with dry skin too, but they're not as flattering as they would be on somebody with oily skin. Okay, a lot of people think that they want to avoid mattes in the summer because they want glowy skin, but if your skin truly is oily, a matte foundation is a good idea for the summer because it's going to pick up a radiance anyways, right? So anyways, let's go and try this on the other side with my fingers. Okay, I see a lot of beauty tutorials of the girls trying them on with their fingers, so I figure why not, right? Okay. Not bad, not bad. The texture is really nice. It's very lightweight. It feels like it's melting into the skin and not hovering. If you guys know me, I hate makeup that hovers. Okay, I do not like to brush against the wall or a pillow or something and have my makeup brush off. It's so embarrassing. It's unflattering, and then you get like streaks all over your face where the redness shines through. It's not cool. It's not cute. So I like a foundation that sinks in and doesn't hover, and this is definitely sinking into my skin. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more under my eyes so that I don't have to put a corrector. I'm just gonna go right ahead with the concealer. We might actually have to put a corrector. My under eyes are a little dark today. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, I was supposed to do this side with the sponge. Sorry. Okay. Let's go ahead. There we go. Okay, not bad, not bad. Pretty good. The color is pretty much flawless on me. It's just a tad yellow, but that's okay because it neutralizes my redness. Do you see that? How it's cutting all the red on my skin? That's really nice. That's ideal for a good makeup, I guess. Like that's the only time when you can really skip your natural undertone is if you have a lot of redness in your face, you can go with the neutral and it will cut the red. Okay? Because of the yellow tones, right? Without looking too yellow. Let's just sponge this right here a little bit. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And I can feel like it's already dried, so I don't need to, well, so you gotta work fast with this one, I think, because it dries fast. So anyways, let's try just a dab of corrector, just because, you know, my under eyes are a little dark today, so we're gonna need some of that. So we're gonna use this, the NARS, okay, in the light peach color. Put a dab there, okay. And I'm going to apply the shade 3C. I have 3C and 4C, so I'm going to apply 3C under my eyes just because I want them to be a little bit brighter. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. Okay, and let's have a look at how this goes. Okay, so let's do this side with the sponge. Okay. The one thing with this concealer is it has a lot of coverage. So whatever you would normally put on with a normal concealer, use like half with this. Okay, this concealer will last you forever. That's one thing I really like about it. Do I reach for it a lot? I reach for it on days when I know I'm going to be super oily. Okay, because it is a matte concealer. It's lovely for those days, but in the winter it wasn't my favorite, but it's still a really good concealer. This is excellent for girls in their 20s. And teens. This is literally like one of the best concealers you could possibly wear at that age. Or if you have like no eye wrinkles whatsoever. Okay, it's the best concealer for that age range. So let's try the other eye. We're gonna do that with our finger. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to sponge this after, but you get the idea. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the sponge application for this foundation. It's going on nice with my fingers, but the other side is just so much more airbrush looking, I find. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna go around the eye a little bit. Okay, and a lot of you wonder why I don't do my eyelids. The reason why I don't do my eyelids is because when I paint my eyelids, they tend to look very, it makes my whole face look very blank. Okay, and it takes like all the little color variations out of my face, so I feel like I look really like I'm human like that. It just looks so cartoonish almost, like it's not cute. So that's why I always leave a little bit of color on my lids. I'd rather look like a little bit of a vampire or goth than have no color in my face. You know what I mean? The red eyelids. Okay, so yeah, we've done our skin. I'm gonna have to even this out a little bit. I put too much under this eye, so I'm just gonna go with our sponge and sponge like half of it off. And see, it does dry quick, so you gotta work really quick. Okay. Beautiful. So I'm going to set one eye with setting powder, and I'm going to let the other eye go naturally because we want to see if this really is a self-setting concealer and self-setting foundation, okay? That's very important. Personally, me, I would always powder it anyways because I just believe that, I mean, you want your makeup to last all day, but a lot of women don't like wearing setting powder because it makes their skin look drier, it makes them look cakey. So we got to try this on without that option, okay? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to use the Derma Blend because I feel like that goes really well with this type of foundation. Or you know what, we'll use the Derma Blend, okay? It's the same kind of like a concept, I guess, like the full coverage, long-lasting power. This is not a sheer product, so. But it's beautiful though. I love the color, I love the finish. It looks like skin. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, I'm gonna mist my sponge. Okay, and I'm gonna dip it in some powder. Okay, we're going to go in like that. And yeah, with this one, I wouldn't overdo it with the powder because it is a drier finish on this concealer, so you don't want to put too much powder because it might make your under eyes look dry, but honestly, like, look at how flawless that is. It's perfect. Perfect match for my skin. Oof, awesome. Okay, I'm going to do my forehead now. Just going to dab a little bit of the sweat off. It's kind of hot in here. Well, it's kind of hot everywhere in Montreal right now, but especially in my apartment because I didn't have the AC running for like an hour, so there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the side of our forehead. And I'm using a matte setting spray with this. You could use a radiant one, but I'm using a matte because I want to test out the long-lasting ability of it. Usually matte products always last longer than dewy, glowy products because dewy, glowy products have oils and stuff that start the process of it slipping off already. Okay, so if you have problems with makeup staying on, just go for more satin or matte finishes because they last much longer. Okay. Perfect. So we did one side. You can see one side is kind of blurred. The other side is just au natural. Okay, so we'll give that a go for the evening, but in the meantime, we'll apply some blush and some bronzer. So I know I saw a video of Kylie's makeup artist doing her face, and she did like a contour with like a bronzer, and then she did a pop of neon pink blush. That's kind of where I got the idea for neon pink blush from, and it really is flattering on almost everyone, okay? So we're gonna use, of course, the Dior, the Glow. It's not my favorite pink blush, but it is the neon color though, right? It's long, there's not a lot of color pale, but we can just apply it a couple times to get the right color, right? So let's go right ahead with that. And we're gonna use a bronzer. Let's use this one right here. This one by Annabelle. I'm gonna use this one again because I always reach for my Fenty, and let's try something different, okay? This is a Canadian brand, Annabelle. I'm sure you can order it online. It's very affordable. I think this thing was like $7. Look at how big it is. It'll last like a year. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply some of that. And again, of course, I always do this with a sponge because it pushes it into the skin. Okay, and if you are the type of person that needs to put your blush or your bronzer on with a brush because you want that control and that sculpting, after you do so, just push it in lightly with a sponge, and that fuses it into your skin. Okay, and gives you that skin-like finish that we all crave with our makeup. Gone are the days of like heavy makeup looking really beautiful, you know? I mean, it's fine if that empowers you and makes you feel pretty, but I feel like we're kind of getting away from that right now as a society, and that's a good thing. We're leaning more towards natural beauty and embracing it in all its forms, right? Lighter formulas, better colors, more colors, you know? Okay, here we go. Perfect. So we did some bronzer. Okay, it's hard to see in the light, but I am bronzed actually in person. Let's do a little bit of this blush. So I'll use the other part of the sponge for this. Okay, and I guess Kylie's makeup brush just pops it like right here, like on top of all the bronzers and shit. So we'll do a little bit of that there, and we'll do some on our forehead because we naturally flush there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'll do just a tad under my eyes and then we'll fill in the brows. I want the skin to be the focus of this right now because that's what we're trying out, obviously, right? So we don't want to load too much other makeup on top because then it's going to affect the actual effect of the makeup. Okay. So I will report back to you guys tomorrow on how it all wore and how long it lasted. And from now on, if I say something is fuck proof, that means it gets the approval of lasting like all night. Okay. So let's grab our brow gel. Oh no, that's not our brow gel. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to do this one really lightly because this one's a little dark. It's got a lot of color payoff, and I realize it looks really harsh on me, so I'm going to use it very lightly. Okay. There we go. Okay, we did one brow. Let's do the other brow. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's do a little bit on our lashes, and then we're good to go. Okay. This is all about this complexion today. I don't really want to go too far into artistry because we're testing that out. So perfect. Let's do our lashes. Perfect. And we're good to go. So I will report back to you guys tomorrow morning on how this will work. But just from this, I absolutely love it. It's a perfect skin-like finish. And I feel like this, Kylie really knows her market. Like this is, she gears her makeup towards younger women. Okay, her price point is very accurate for that price range too. Like a lot of younger women don't have millions of dollars to spend on makeup and her shit's really affordable, right? So anyways, it's really good. The finish is beautiful. I love it. I'm very impressed. Okay, so I'll report back to you guys tomorrow and you guys have a good night.